Good morning. Good morning. President Bro, with your permission, I declare the winter commencement convocation open. President Bro, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, these are honorees of the hour. Please stand and join me in saluting them. Please remain standing for the posting of the colors, singing of the national anthem, and one stanza of Lift Every Voice and Sing, which will be led by the BSU Madrigal Singers. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. At this time, we ask that you remain standing for a moment of silence and reflection. Thank you, everyone. You may be seated.
Good morning. I'm Aminta Bro, 10th President of Bowie State University. Thank you, Dr. Lewis, for serving as our mace bearer. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2018 Winter Commencement Convocation at Bowie State University. This is where we recognize students who have completed the academic requirements for their respective degrees. On behalf of the administration, our outstanding faculty and staff, congratulations to our graduates, and thank you to all of the family and friends who have given their support to these outstanding students. We are indeed pleased that you have come to share in this very special occasion. This has been an extraordinary academic year as we reached a new record high with our enrollment of 6,320 students. We are especially proud of the increased retention that increased by 2%, meaning more students are staying and graduating on time. We have seen change here at Bowie State University, change and transformation, as we strive to achieve the Racing to Excellence vision and to implement the new strategic plan for the university. The plan is a product of a campus-wide effort that took place over the last academic year and lays the foundation for the next 5 years with 3 top priorities: academic excellence, student success, the long-term viability of the university. As we celebrate our graduates, we reflect on a number of highlights we hope that you, our soon-to-be graduates, will recall when you look back on your final year here at Bowie State University. It was during this year that we recognized Dr. Goluboff, who, along with our alumnus Joshua Brown, acquired the first patent at Bowie State University. Please give him a round of applause. This year saw an integration of entrepreneurship initiatives across the university under the Entrepreneurship Academy, with students starting new businesses and creating new products at record levels. It was this year that Dr. Kubi Bragg from the College of Education and faculty in the psychology department, Counseling Psychology Department, acquired a $1 million grant to prepare counseling students to address substance abuse that has taken a toll on our communities across the state and the country. Yes, you may applaud. Congratulations. In this final semester for our graduates, we welcome to the campus our local, state, and federal legislators, including United States Senator Ben Cardin, and just this week, U.S. Senator Chris Van Hollen. You may applaud our legislators, please do. Our students in the School of Psychology program experienced a rare opportunity to travel to Japan to present their faculty-student research on teacher bias, made possible by a sponsorship to allow them to travel to Japan that was provided by Northeast Maglev. And we opened the school year with inspiring words from our very own BSU alumnus, Dior Ginyard. And if you aren't aware, Mr. Ginyard, our very own, was recognized by the Forbes 40 Under 40 list for his achievements as the NFL Players Representative. He gave an outstanding speech to open up this school year. And by the way, you may applaud Mr. Dior Ginyard. He would appreciate that coming from his alma mater. And by the way, as I'm talking about NFLs, him being with the NFL, it's important that we talk about our sports here at Bowie State University. We have to recognize the achievements of our student athletes with underscoring student. Student athletes here excelled in the classroom as well as on the fields, the courts, and the track. Especially, we have to mention, for starters, our women's bowling conference champions. Please give them a round of applause. And then, how about those Bowie Bulldogs on the field with our football team? They made it all the way to the second round for the first time in our history, in the second round playoffs for the NCAA playoffs. And that was after capturing the conference championships. Congratulations to our football team. We applaud all of our student athletes and all of our students across this campus and our graduates who are here today and who we honor for all of your numerous achievements. We continue to grow this year and expand our academic programs and recently launched with the Maryland Center here on campus a new cybersecurity academy to provide certifications to help qualified individuals fill the workforce need in cybersecurity, where we know each year about 300,000 jobs are going unfilled. So we are doing our part to graduate more students, including among the class today. Students, as you look back, I hope you will also remember the outstanding classmates seated here with you today. You are an exceptional class with amazing talents. As you reflect on this day years from now, you will likely note a number of exciting activities as you entered this room. But I'd like to highlight a couple of your very own graduates. The first, and I believe she is the youngest graduate at age 19. Receiving her bachelor's degree in communication today and has set her sights high on going into broadcasting. Aliyah Bainal from Jamaica, New York, we are so very proud of you for what you have accomplished in such a short time span. We are also proud of what you will certainly achieve on your very own race to excellence. Please give her another round of applause. Further down this spectrum, and I hope she won't mind my mentioning her age on this special day, for another special graduate today. Earlier this week, I received a beautiful email from the daughter of one of our graduating students, Lorraine Cottrell's daughter. Her daughter Danielle wrote in an email to me, President Breaux, I want to share with you that my mother, who just turned 68 years old, will be graduating with her bachelor's degree in sociology this Friday. It has been a long journey for her, but she stuck with it. I want to thank you and your faculty, especially Dr. Charles Adams, her advisor, in the Criminal Justice Department for all of your support and encouragement. I'm proud to say that I am the daughter of a Bowie State University alum. This was from her daughter, Danielle. Well, Danielle, we are also proud of your mom, Lorraine Cottrell. Lorraine Cottrell, please stand up so we might applaud you. These are just some of the achievements and initiatives, graduates, that I hope you will remember. I want you to recognize and thank all of our graduates for your many contributions you have made to the campus through your engagement. I want to especially take this moment to pledge to this class and to all the classes that will come after you that I will work each day tirelessly and unceasingly to ensure that Bowie State University continues to thrive and empower a diverse population of students to reach their potential by providing innovative academic programs and transformational experiences as each graduate prepares for their careers, lifelong learning, and civic responsibility. Class of 2018, you will soon become part of the extended Bowie Bulldog family. And like your family members seated around here today, we are so very proud of you, your faculty, the administrators and staff, for all that you have done. Today is about you and all of your achievements. Again, welcome to the 2018 Winter Commencement. I am pleased to now present to you Senior Class Vice President, Mr. Dawuda Amadou, and Graduate Student Association Director of Communications, Ms. Jamila Hampton-Duggar, both of whom will bring greetings to you at this time. Before I leave the podium, this is a moment of celebration indeed. It is also a tradition where we honor our graduates. And as part of the tradition, we're asking that your celebrations, we know you're excited about each and every one of your loved ones who are graduating today. I'm asking for your respect as well as each speaker comes to the podium to give their remarks. There will be plenty of time as we conclude the ceremony to celebrate. Especially when the names of our graduates are announced, we ask for your respect, because I know as a mother of three, when I watched my children cross that stage, I wanted to hear their name. I wanted to celebrate them. Please give the respect to each member of the graduating class and their families who want to hear that name. Can we do that, BSU? Thank you, thank you. Let's have a great day and welcome to the 2018 commencement ceremonies. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bro. Good morning. To our first gentleman, our esteemed guests, our faculty, staff, and of course, the class of 2018. In the spirit of celebrating all of you, I would like to ask for a round of applause for the graduating seniors. And of course, as we all know today, we are here to acknowledge a milestone in the lives of each of these graduates. You have all worked hard to arrive to today's celebration. There's not one story in this room that is not unique. A unique journey from where you started to where you sit now in your education. This degree you will soon be receiving should serve as a reminder and a mark on your calendar that today is day 0 and day 1 begins tomorrow when you wake up as a new alumni of Bowie State University. Today is an achievement we are all so very proud to see you accomplish. Whether you choose to continue your education or start your career, never forget that Bowie State welcomes you with open arms. You should all be proud of yourselves and each other. And as you go your separate ways, I ask that you continue to keep the spirit of Bowie State alive and race to excellence in everything you do. I'd like to leave you with a quote from author Anthony Burgess. The quote says, "It's always good to remember where you come from and celebrate it. To remember where you come from is part of where you're going." Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2018.
Ms. Hampton Duggar will now come forward to bring her remarks.
Good morning. Good morning. It's exciting. My name is Jamela Hampton Duggar, and I bring you greetings from the Graduate Student Association, where I serve as the Director of Communications. I also serve as the President and Chaplain of the Association of Christians in Leadership. I extend greetings to our esteemed platform guests, faculty, staff, and supporters of Bowie State University. To every parent, relative, and friend gathered here today, welcome. To the graduating class of 2018, this is the best Christmas gift ever. Congratulations. We made it. Today a door closes and a chapter ends. Today new doors of opportunity open and a new chapter begins. Tomorrow you embark on new territory, new opportunities, and a new normal. That new place will present its own challenges. Challenges that come only to stretch your capacity. New can be frightening, but remember that you can accomplish anything. When faced with difficulties, mountains, obstacles, or setbacks, I find inspiration in words by the actor Liam Neeson from the movie Taken. I don't know where you came from or what you want. If you're looking for me to quit, quitting is not in my vocabulary. But what I do have is a very particular set of skills. Skills developed while attending Bowie State University. A keen set of skills acquired while balancing full-time employment and student leadership, late nights of studying, passing the comp exam, oh yes, completing practicum and internship, safely dodging in and out of traffic by 4:55 p.m. weekly without an accident or ticket. Skills that make me a nightmare for obstacles like you. So obstacles, if you leave now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you, I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you, I will find you, and I'll conquer you. When faced with opposition, you must face the challenge and dominate. We are the class that will impact nations and change generations. We decide to arise and take our role as mentors, motivators, and problem solvers that change the world. Graduates, your ideas, strategies, expertise, and products are in demand in your cities, your states, throughout this nation, and globally. So will you impact like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Mother Teresa, advocating for the rights of others? Will you build an empire like Ray Kroc and the McDonald's brothers, changing mealtime? Will you redefine vacations like Walt Disney, who inspires the kid in all of us? Or will you create products that change how the world communicates like Steve Jobs? Choose to serve, build, inspire, and create change in this world first. The money, it'll follow. Graduates, you are the history makers. Do not be afraid to create your own lane. Some of you will continue to further your education by choosing master's and doctoral degrees, while others will allow the spirit of entrepreneurship to guide you. Today, we all take steps together, joining the elite as alumni of this great institution. Today, the foundation is established. Tomorrow, go build your lives and create a future. Graduates, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Amadou and Ms. Duggar, for those inspiring words, and you have the crowd going. That's wonderful. It is now my honor to introduce to you, to bring special recognitions, Ms. Attorney Karen Johnson Shaheed, Executive Vice President and General Counsel and Chief of Staff.
Madam President, it gives me great pleasure to recognize the constituencies and platform guests who are celebrating this winter 2018 commencement convocation with us today. I would like to recognize the first gentleman of Bowie State University, the husband of our president, Attorney Melvin Breaux. I would like to recognize my colleagues who are members of the President's Cabinet, Dr. Dobrina Adonyika, who's Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Brian Clemens, Vice President for Enrollment Management, Mr. Anthony Savia, Vice President for Administration and Finance, Dr. Artie Travis, Vice President for Student Affairs, Mr. Brent Swinton, Vice President for Institutional Advancement, Ms. Marivic Weiss, our Interim Vice President for Information Technology, Mr. Clyde Dowdy Jr., Vice President for Athletics and Recreation, Ms. Cassandra Robinson, Director of University Relations and Marketing. We would also like to recognize the chair of the Bowie State University Foundation Board, Mr. Gordon Sampson. And if there are any other members of the Bowie State University Foundation Board, would you please stand? We would like to recognize the leaders of our shared governance bodies. Dr. George Uday, Chair of the Faculty Senate. Mrs. Tanya Jones, Vice Chair of the Staff Council. And Mr. Corey Fenyo, Vice President of the Student Government Association. Along with Ms. Jamelia Hampton-Duger of the Graduate Student Association, Director of Communications, who you just heard from. We're also pleased to have with us the Bowie State University National Alumni Association President, Mr. Ricardo Mitchell. The other members of the Executive Board of the Bowie State University National Alumni Association, would you please stand? And will all Bowie State University alumni please stand to be recognized? I'd like to recognize the deans of our university. Dr. Tanya Smith-Bryce, Dean of the College of Professional Studies. Dr. Rhonda Jetta, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. George Aqua, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Samuel Dua, Dean of the College of Business. And Dr. Cosmos Wakafa, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies. I would also like to recognize our Grand Marshal today, Dr. Sherelle Briscoe. And our Mace Bearer, Dr. William Lewis. And would all our outstanding faculty please stand so that we may recognize you. Will all BSU staff and administrators please stand to be recognized? We would like to thank the members of the Commencement Committee and those volunteers who are supporting today's ceremony. Lastly, and most importantly, will all parents, guardians, spouses, grandparents, and significant others of the class of 2018 please stand so we can recognize you. Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Johnson Shaheed, and all who have come to share with us in this joyous occasion. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to recognize one of our own distinguished alumni in attendance today. A very distinguished alumna, Alveda S. Jones, class of 1946. I'd like to share with you at this time a bit about Ms. Jones. She is a proud Bowie State alumna and former teacher who continues to support her alma mater through the BSU Prince George's Alumni Chapter. Born in Nanticoke, Maryland, Ms. Jones spent most of her childhood on the Eastern Shore. She graduated from Bowie State Teachers College in 1946 and started teaching her teaching career on the Maryland's Eastern Shore. She married Fred Thomas, who served in the U.S. Army. His service, yes, you can give the Army a round of applause. His service took the couple overseas, where Ms. Jones taught for several years. When she returned to Maryland, she accepted a teaching position with the Prince George's County Public School System. She later became a resource teacher, helping recruit and mentor teachers. After retiring, Ms. Jones joined the Prince George's Public Schools Retirement Association and continues to be an active member. Because of her knowledge and expertise, she has served as president twice and chairperson of the Scholarship Committee for 8 years. In recognition of her volunteer service, she was inducted into the Maryland Senior Citizens Hall of Fame. Ms. Jones is also a member of the Ardmore Citizens Association, the lay leader for the Washington-Baltimore Conference of the United Methodist Church, and a former vice president and president of the United Methodist Women's Association. She is the proud mother of 2 daughters, 4 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren. Please, once again, give her a round of applause and a gracious welcome home. It is my pleasure to now introduce the University Choir, who will present for your hearing enjoyment, Christmas Grace, composed by Ruth Elaine Schramm, with Dr. Brian G. Samos as conductor and under the leadership of accompanist and director Dr. Marimal Holmes. Please give them another round of applause. That was beautiful. Dr. Holmes, Dr. Samos, beautiful choir, lovely. It is now indeed my honor, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce our speaker for today. We are very privileged to be able to hear from BSU alumna and leading 21st century voice on the eradication of United States poverty. Dr. Cherise West Scantlebury has nearly 30 years of experience in community development, public policy, and advocacy, and public service. As president and CEO of the Winthrop Rockefeller Foundation, she leads the private independent foundation to improve the lives of all Arkansans. Sorry, I'm still working on my Maryland accent. Arkansans in 3 interrelated areas: economic development, education, and racial and social justice. Since joining the foundation in 2007, Dr. West Scantlebury has led its Moving the Needle strategic plan to move Arkansans from poverty to prosperity. Dr. West Scantlebury is active in a number of nonprofits and philanthropy organizations. She chairs the Board of Trustees of the Philander Smith College and the Executive Advisory Committee for Forward Arkansas. She is a member of the Education Committee for the Arkansas State Chamber of Commerce, Board of Directors for the Center for Community Change, and Board of Directors for the Mission Investors Exchange, Incorporated. She is also a former member of the Bowie State University Board of Visitors. In addition, she mentors several nonprofit leaders and young foundation executives. Her numerous honors include being named to the Arkansas Business Journal's top 180 power list, the 215 Humanitarian Award from the Just Communities of Arkansas, and the 2013 Woman of Influence Award from the Arkansas Business Journal. She holds a doctorate in public policy from the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, a master's degree in public policy from the University of Michigan, Gerald R. Ford School of Public Policy, and most importantly, a bachelor's degree from Bowie State University. Please join me in welcoming back home Dr. Cherise West Scantlebury.
Good morning. You guys don't know what an honor it is. When I was a student here, graduating, I had no idea I'd be back up here giving a commencement address. This is wonderful. So, I graduated summa cum laude in May 1987 from Bowie State College. Now, so you don't have to do the math. That was 31 years ago. And I know you all thinking, oh, she looked good for 54. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I received an excellent education here at BSU, and I have a career that I'm extremely proud of. I am so very honored to be your commencement speaker this morning. Dr. Sammy Miller, Dr. William Lewis, Ms. Triopia Washington, thank you for having me. And Dr. Lewis and Dr. Miller are my friends, even 31 years later. They have guided my career, given me advice, and just always supports me. And I get an email or a phone call every now and again. So once a member of the Bowie family, always a member of the Bowie family. I also want to give a shout out to my dear friend Kevin Cox. He and I did work study together when we were, that's when they had work study. I don't even know if they have work study anymore, right? And we were work study students in the history, it had a long name, history, politics, public admin, you know how y'all give them long department names? We were the work study students there, and so my dear friend and my big brother is here as well, so I thank you. And I would not have gotten through school if it hadn't been for my great mom. So, love you, Mom, thank you. So I'm going to stop there because I always hate black folk, they got to go, they get 15 minutes and spend 10 with acknowledgments, right? So my acknowledgments are now over. With the exception of, I do want to say that Bowie State University is a valued member of the University of Maryland system, and especially an engine for academic excellence here in Southern Maryland. So Dr. Bro, thank you for doing such a great job with my alma mater. And to the Board of Visitors, administrators, faculty, staff, again, I am so honored to be here. To my graduates, how y'all doing? Look, how y'all doing, as Miss Wendy would say. So congratulations on this accomplishment. So this portion of your academic journey, see, all the ramen noodles that you had to consume, studying for the comps, which I heard was quite something, being broke and toe down and looking raggedy. At least that's when I went to school, I looked raggedy. Y'all might have been way more fly than I was. Having to call home for money, the wrinkled clothes, the all-nighters. So that part of your academic career is over. I wish I could say the rest of it was over, because there still may be some ramen noodles and wrinkled clothes in your future for the short term. But at least this part of your academic career is over. So I want to take you, if you wouldn't mind, to stand and thank your family. Give a shout out to your family for just a moment. That's right. Especially to the mamas out there. Now, I'm not dissing the dads. I'm not dissing y'all. But I'm going to tell you, I was on the phone with my mama, and that was back when it was 10 cents a minute, okay? There wasn't no cell phones. Now all that stuff is free in a package. That sister was taking I know I was a bill, that she got me through school. So I give that shout out. So in a state where about 30% of African Americans hold a degree, you guys don't know how absolutely special you are. How special you are to our state, to your community, but again, as Sister Jamelia said, even globally. You don't know how very special you are. And with this degree that you're going to get in a few minutes, it's vitally important that you all go out and do great things, which I know you will. And I don't mean to be overly dramatic, but in a country where in 2025, in just 6-7 years from now, 2/3 of all the jobs in the US will require a bachelor's degree or more. So already that makes you special, that you've even reached this accomplishment. So consider the fact that we've gone from agricultural to industrial to now an ideas economy. Your degree being the entrepreneurs that you're going to become, being leaders in the workforce that you're going to become, the need for knowledge-based skill sets of lifelong learners, that time is now here. It's been said that we are currently preparing students for jobs and technologies that don't even exist yet, and to solve problems that we don't even know yet we have. So graduates, we need you. We need you to be engaged. We need you to be empowered. We need you to be emboldened. So for just a moment, I'm going to just deviate from the stereotypical go forth and prosper speech, which this is, but I'm going to deviate a bit, and I want to talk about something that in my humble 54 years I've seen be a stumbling block, and that is the fear of failure. Perhaps the greatest president, baseball player, college professor, or musician never played, never taught, never performed because he or she was just simply afraid. In a few moments, you're going to hold a fresh new degree. Now is the time to be bold. Crossett, Arkansas native and former Dallas Cowboy, and I know I said Dallas Cowboy and Redskins and Ravens, but he gave a great quote. He once said, his name is Barry Switzer, Some people are born on third base and go through life thinking they hit a triple. The only thing worse than being on third base, born on third base, thinking you hit a triple, is being afraid to step out of the batter's box in the first place. So I need you all to take some swings. And since you get 3 swings, I want to say 3 things. Thing 1, the greatest failure is not to try. Inertia. The greatest failure is not to try. The value of risk-taking has been long affirmed in human history. In ancient times, it was said that favor favors the bold. More recent wisdom says you got to go out on a limb in order to get the fruit, because that's where the fruit is. In keeping with the baseball analogies, you can't steal second base if you never get off of first base. And you can't get to first base if you never walked out of the batter's box. The risk of inaction is even greater now. There is little security in standing still when all else around you is changing. The chances are good that if you stand still, you will be left behind. This is certainly true in the workplace, where knowledge and skills not only become obsolete, but entirely new markets, new businesses, and jobs are constantly emerging. I have never had much patience for what my Nana said was the coulda, woulda, shoulda folks. I beg you graduates, please don't go through life talking about I coulda, woulda, shoulda, because I'm a know, and I'm gonna come knock on your door. And as my grandmama would also say, don't let nobody shit on you, and don't you shit on nobody else. So the first thing, the greatest failure is not to try. The second thing, one can fail and not be a failure. I'm an example of that. I have failed 1,000 times, and I am not a failure. A baseball player who makes 7 outs in 10 at-bats over a career will probably go to the Hall of Fame as a career 300 hitter. Michael Jordan, considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time, he said, "I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I have been entrusted with the winning game shot and missed. I have failed over and over, and that's why I'm a success." Abraham Lincoln, who we all would think was one of the greatest presidents, especially now, ranked number 1 in 3 out of 4 public opinion polls as the greatest of presidents. Did you know that he endured a steady stream of failures in his life before he was elected president? For 27 years, from 1831 to 1858, President Lincoln lost his job, was defeated in his run for Illinois state legislature and Illinois House Speaker. He failed in business. His first sweetheart died. He had a nervous breakdown. He was rejected for land officer position. Now, I'm sure that was even hard back then, right? Land officer position. He had 2 losses in his run for Congress. He had 2 unsuccessful runs for U.S. Senate. He even lost the nomination for vice president. And in 1860, he was elected the 16th president of the United States and considered one of our greatest presidents. As I said before, I have had many failures. I have had too many failures that we would be here all day if I was even to start a list. I have been embarrassed publicly because I have a very public job. I have made mistakes that I didn't even want to leave my house, okay? But from it, I emerged stronger, more grateful for family and friends, and more secure in my ability. I have been tested by disappointment, by disappointment, but I had painfully won. And I am not defined by any of those losses. I am defined by how I handle those losses. So step out there, be fearless, and be bold. You will have some losses, but they make the victories all that much better. And then thing 3, failure is not final. Even more importantly, failure is not final unless you make it final. But failure is not final. What is the old saying? If you fall down 7 times, get up 8. If you fall down 8 times, get up 9. You fall down 9 times, get up 10. Get the hell up. And I don't usually cuss in front of my mama, I'm sorry. All you have to know, I love Oprah. I know some don't. I love Oprah. And Oprah says, what I want you to know for sure is don't be afraid. All you have to know is who you are, because there's no such thing as failure. There is no such thing as failure. What other people label or might call failure, I have learned is just God's way of pointing you in a new direction. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fall flat. You're gonna do stuff that you're gonna embarrass yourself. You're like, damn, I embarrassed myself. It's bad enough when other people embarrass me, I'd embarrass myself. It's going to happen. But that failure can't stop you from keeping moving. Don't let that fear keep you from moving. So this is a commencement. Get out of the stands and onto that field and take action. Marianne Williams' famous quote, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? You all sitting here are brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous. And take your behinds out here and be gorgeous, brilliant, talented, and fabulous, representing BSU. You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so other people won't feel insecure. We are all meant to shine. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. And it's not just in some of us, it is in every single one of us. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give permission to others to let their light shine also. As we are liberated from our own fear, liberate ourselves from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others from their fear. So graduates, the future success of our state, our community, depends on your preparation, your vision, your boldness. If a decision before you seems prudent, worthy, and wise, take the risk. Don't let your comfort zone, fear, or inertia paralyze you. Remember, the greatest failure is not to try. You can fail and not be a failure. And most important, failure is not final. I am so proud of each and every one of you. This is the best Christmas gift ever, as was already said. Congratulations, and I look forward to all that you're going to do. Thank you.
Thank you so very, very much. Please give another round of applause to Dr. Wes Scantlebury. Dr. Scantlebury, if you'll come forward, we have a small token of appreciation I would like to give you at this time, so you will remember this moment back at your alma mater. So, thank you so very much for giving those inspiring words. That's just wonderful. At this time, we will hear again from the University Concert Band, who will now perform for our listening pleasure, Novena, by James Swearingen, led by director Billy Bennett. Thank you, Director Bennett. Please give our concert band a round of applause. Dr. Lewis.
Madam President, the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs will present the candidates for the conferring of degrees.
Would the candidates for the degree Doctor of Science in Computer Science please rise? Madam President, these candidates for the degree of Doctor of Science in Computer Science is recommended by the faculty for admission to the community of scholars through the conferring of the degree.
Upon recommendation of the faculty, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Maryland and the University System of Maryland, I do hereby confer upon you the degree, Doctor of Science in Computer Science, with the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. You may now proceed to the stage with your faculty escort to be vested with the hood appropriate to this degree.
Engineering and technology, game-based instructional model based on usability and writability. Attack using using modification methods.
Will the candidates for the master's degree please rise? Madam President, may I present the candidates for the degrees of Masters of Arts, Master of Arts in Teaching, Masters of Education, Masters of Business Administration, Master of Public Administration, Master of Science, and Master of Science in Nursing. These candidates have been certified by the faculty as having completed all requirements and are recommended for the degree in which they're qualified.
Upon recommendation of the faculty, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Maryland and the University System of Maryland, I do hereby confer upon you individually the degree Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, Master of Business Administration, Master of Public Administration, Master of Science or Master of Science in Nursing, with the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining, and cause you to be vested with the hood appropriate to this degree.
Candidates, Tom. Pass. Hood. Tom. Madam President, graduates receiving master's degrees are prepared to receive their diplomas. Graduates, please advance to the stage as your names are called.
Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please rise? Madam President, may I present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. These candidates have been certified by the faculty as having completed all requirements and recommended for the degree in which they have been qualified.
Upon recommendation of the faculty, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Maryland and the University System of Maryland, I do hereby confer upon you individually the degree Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Arts of Science with the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining, and cause you to be vested with the hood appropriate to this degree.
Graduates, please turn. Pass. Hood. Turn your tassels from right to left. Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science graduates, please take your seats. Madam President, the deans of the academic colleges in which they qualify will present the graduates for diplomas.
Will the graduates in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Madam President, the graduates in the College of Arts and Sciences are prepared to receive their diplomas. Graduates, please advance to the stage as your names are called.
Will the graduates in the College of Business please rise? Madam President, the graduates in the College of Business are prepared to receive their degrees. Graduates, advance to the stage as your names are called.
Randy Ray Cruz. Sordi Temitope Sofesan. Abdallah Khaled Bahadur. Gelila Gebrimariam Fenton. Shayna Ray Brewer. Jessica Mercedes Thompson. Avanish Udia. Jarrell Leon Phelps. Boyni Kalaji Ndi. Janae Neal. Justice Ajel Murray. Jason Andre McKenzie. Jalen Lamar Birdsong Powell. Robert Lowell Brown Jr. Cynthia J. Charles. Kiana Lachey Tosin. Jasmine Alexis House. Arnold Sylvester Plummer. Shayla Voss. Elijah Waterman. Chukwemeka Jared. Noella Echekuma. Tiara Renee Johnson Pearson. Marcus Cortez Osborne. Anthony Darius Thomas. Lorenzo Frank Young. Mache Angel Turner. Mosumola Ianu Joy Latuji. Daryl Lee Stevenson Jr. William Bishop Jackson. Charles Oluwatobi Akinti Bubo. Elijah J.S. Wardy Fofana. Desiree Jaleesa Davis. Joy Tobe Mbonike. Mahogany McGriff. Kayla Odell Paul. Thelma Diane Sykes.
Will the graduates in the College of Education please stand? Madam President, The graduates in the College of Education are prepared to receive their diplomas. Graduates, please advance to the stage as your name is called. Will the graduates in the College of Professional Studies please rise? Madam President, graduates in the College of Professional Studies are prepared to receive their diplomas. Graduates, please advance to the stage as your names are called.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates! Celebrate you and all of your accomplishments. At this time, I will ask our provost, and if I may have your attention, this is a very special time also for our provost. This is her first commencement here at Bowie State University. Please give Dr. Ebbing a big round of applause as she comes forward to the podium.
So we are proud of the sacrifices made by our servicemen and women. We know that Bowie State University, ROTC, has been instrumental in producing leaders in all branches of the military. On Thursday, December 13th, 2018, the following graduates received commissioning. Second Lieutenant Raymond C. Brown. He will be joining the Signal Corps in the U.S. Army National Guard. Second Lieutenant Raven N. Tyler. She will be joining the military intelligence as U.S. Army active duty. Congratulations to both on a job well done. We know that you will serve us with honor. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present the honor graduates of the class of 2018. The names of these graduates appears in the program. Will those graduates listed in the program under academic recognition please stand? These graduates are persons who have transferred to Bowie State University and have earned 30 to 59 credits with a GPA of 3.5 to 4.0. Let's give them all a well-deserved round of applause. Congratulations. Please be seated. Will those graduates listed as cum laude please stand? These graduates have cumulative grade point averages between 3.50 and a 3.64. Will those graduates listed as magna cum laude please stand? These graduates have a cumulative grade point averages between a 3.65 and a 3.84. Congratulations. Please be seated. With those graduates listed as summa cum laude, please stand. So these graduates are graduating with the highest honor and have averages between a 3.85 and a 4.0. Congratulations. Please be seated. Let's give all of our honor graduates another round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Agbanyiga, and it is truly a privilege and an honor to have you serve as our provost. Welcome again to Bowie State University. Please give our provost a round of applause. We are nearing the end of our ceremony today, but before we adjourn, I will be giving the charge to this graduating class. I want to first take a moment out to acknowledge some very special men and women who are seated in the front of the audience here. We're very proud of our Bulldog Battalion, our Army ROTC program under the command of Lieutenant Colonel Aldwin Whitfield. Please, all cadets and Lieutenant Colonel, would you please stand so we might recognize you at this time? We thank you for your commitment to honor and serve our country, and we honor you today by saying thank you for all that you have done and you will continue to do to protect our democracy and ensure that we have the freedoms that we enjoy in these United States of America. Thank you for your service. Graduates, I'm honored to address you as the newest alumni of Bowie State University. Congratulations again to the families, spouses, significant others, friends, all who have come here to celebrate our graduates today. Family members, spouses, significant others, and friends in the audience, we are so very pleased and honored to welcome these newest graduates into our alumni community. Graduates, please give again a round of applause and thanks to all of your family and friends who are here and have supported you on this journey. Graduates, you have reached a milestone in your lives. So often we rush one point to the next without fully appreciating the value and the gifts that each moment brings. Look around this room. Take a moment. Look around this room. This is a special time. Before you leave this campus, rush down the paths that you have walked day after day, the buildings you have passed by in the summer and in the cold winter days. Before you leave, take it all in. Graduates, you will soon be venturing onward to take what you have learned here and to put it into practice in your respective communities. That's what we expect of you. As you leave BSU, your faculty, administrators, and staff hope that you will take with you the life lessons you have learned here to make the world a better place. Yes, you have worked hard and achieved much, but as you look around this room today and reflect on your experiences at Bowie State University, I hope you will also remember that you have never been alone. There are people here today, in person and in spirit, who have guided your path to this time and to this place. And as you reflect on how you came to be where you are here today, take time out and reflect on those who seek to sit in the seats where you sit today. And know that you have the ability to continue to light their way forward for those who will follow you. You can serve as a mentor, an exemplar, and sponsor of the next generation. Graduates, come back and give back of your time, your talent, and your resources to support your alma mater. And from this point forward, remember that Bowie State University is your home, that flame of faith and torch of truth to guide your way as we sing about in our alma mater. Graduates, you are now among the fortunate few, as you heard our speakers say earlier today. The Census Bureau informs us that just 33% of Americans hold a bachelor's degree or higher. It has been said before that to those who are given much, much is expected. Graduates, as you journey forward beyond this campus, this community, I give to you 4 charges. First, remember your history. Graduates, you stand on the shoulders of many who came before you, and many who gave to this institution. As the first historically black institution in Maryland, founded in 1865, that deserves a round of applause. There were many hardships endured by those who came before you, but as Maya Angelou has coined the phrase, still we rise. Through the world wars and the ups and downs of the civil rights, through that era, still we rise. Bowie State University will rise. And as we face today's challenges to higher education, striving to provide access and affordability to quality education, for all citizens to have the right to education, still we must rise. Graduates, the baton, we've been on this race to excellence together, but I'm passing the baton on to you. And then you need to think about who will come after you, the young boys and girls looking to you to clear the way for them to sit where you are sitting today. We look to you to create and sustain the possibilities for the future of Bowie State University for the next 153 years. Secondly, find your purpose. It was Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King who once said that education without morals is like a ship without a compass, merely wandering nowhere. It is not enough to have the power of concentration, but we must have worthy objectives upon which to concentrate. You have studied under the best faculty, second to none. Your faculty are among the most accomplished experts in their fields, and they have challenged you, coached you, and perhaps at times frustrated you. But I have no doubt that they have helped you and guided you on this journey, and they helped you in achieving a vast amount of knowledge and capability. For what purpose will you use that knowledge and your skills? For what purpose? Find your purpose for what you have achieved. When all is said and done, the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson come to mind, as he once said, "What's important for you to remember is that life is a succession of lessons, which must be lived to be understood." Find where you connect to the larger whole and where you belong in this vast global society. Third, remember your alma mater. Graduates, this is home. As you reflect on your time at BSU, remember the places, the things you learned, and remember the faculty and staff who have served you and taught you well. And remember your fellow students who helped guide your way along this educational journey. I ask now, again, that you stand once more to applaud your faculty. Please stand, rise, turn, and applaud the faculty, the outstanding faculty of Bowie State University. Thank you. BSU is known for a small, tightly knit community and for the support and nurturing afforded to student development as our staff and administrators strive to support student success. This year we saw significant changes to the look and landscape of the campus, academic and student support services areas, as well as security and safety, and other areas across the campus. And we are headed up by individuals who lead in these areas, who strive to provide total quality experiences for you. Some you see every day, and you may not notice because they go about doing the work that they do each day, sometimes quite quietly, but nonetheless they are there supporting you and lifting them up. Please recognize with your applause our staff who work so effortlessly throughout the year, put in hours and hours to make sure that you have what you need. Please applaud our staff. Graduates, as life presents challenges, and it certainly will, return to your alma mater to remind yourself of the lessons you have received here, the values that we share as one community, the people that make BSU the welcoming and supportive environment that will lift you up and remind you that you, as a BSU graduate, are able to succeed in this world. Finally, race to excellence. The future belongs to those who ask, what more can I do with the gifts that I have been given? Graduates, reach as high and as far as you can. You have the abilities. You probably have abilities you haven't quite realized yet. Go out there and reach high. Stretch yourselves, your mind and your spirit. That is your charge that I give to you today. First, remember your history. Second, remember your purpose. Third, remember that BSU is home, your alma mater. And finally, fourth, race to excellence. Graduates, you may be wondering what the future will hold and having some trepidation. Have faith that your faculty are among the best and have taught you well. You are forever at Bowie State University and a bulldog. And that means if you know anything about bulldogs, they are smart, they are strong, and they are determined and persistent. Set your sights high. Tell yourself you deserve nothing less. Once again, congratulations on all of what you have achieved today and you will achieve tomorrow. Let us once again now stand and applaud our graduates. Thank you and congratulations. great way to welcome the president of our BSU National Alumni Association. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Ricardo Mitchell to bring greetings to our newest graduates. Thank you, members of the class, of our class, and welcome to the podium, Mr. Mitchell.
Good afternoon, everybody. Dr. Bro, First Gentleman Bro, distinguished platform guests, faculty, administrators, staff, parents, friends, family, and graduating class of 2018. I think I'm the last speaker, so I stand between you and recess. Today, I'm joined by the members of the Bowie State University's National Alumni Association's Executive Board and Board of Directors. And on their behalf, I bring you greetings as the newest alumni of our beloved institution. Now, my task today is to formally induct you into the Bowie State University National Alumni Association and offer you free membership for 1 year in the association. Before I ask you to join me in reciting the Alumni Pledge, I'd like to offer a few words. Over the years, the Bowie State University National Alumni Association has stood shoulder to shoulder as a steadfast partner with the university. The Alumni Association's members, for the most part, go unnoticed. We quietly work behind the scenes supporting the university by serving on critical committees, assisting with new student recruitment, and providing scholarship dollars. As we celebrate our 79th year as an association, we aspire to contribute more. We look forward to growing the university's endowment, increasing membership, expanding our base and our reach across the nation and indeed across the world. We also would like to increase our membership by expanding our chapters, bringing on new chapters, virtual chapters, interest-based chapters, and of course, our international chapters. With your help, all of these things will be possible. As alumni, all of us have an unyielding responsibility to ensure that our alma mater's legacy and viability remain. We must continue to do our part by giving back to Bowie State, contributing time, energy, and most importantly, money. We know that when your days seem endless and your challenges become exhausting, Bowie State will no longer be the priority it once was. But don't forget it. Remember, the degree that you received here today can never be taken away. This is your home, always and forever, because you are the Bulldog Nation. For as much as we need your financial support, we need your voices and your talents. You are its next leaders. You are the newest ambassadors in a long list of lifetime ambassadors whose quiet contributions are immeasurable. Just as our forefathers before us provided a way for students unknown to their eyes, but whose quest rang deeply in their ears, we too must continue to bring forth the opportunity for others in their educational pursuits. This is a historic legacy passed from one generation of Bowie State alumni to another, and now to you. And so, the last graduating class of 2018, you must pick up the flames of faith and carry the torch of truth to guide the steps of our youth. It is indeed a daunting task, but one which we know you are fully prepared to adopt. Bowie State University, graduating class of 2018, please rise and repeat after me our alma mater's pledge. If you would repeat after me, we the graduates of Bowie State University pledge to advance the mission and uphold the historic significance of this great institution. Therefore, we pledge to continue to grow intellectually, politically, socially, and spiritually. And we commit to support our alma mater financially. That's the most important part, right? Don't forget that. And we pledge our undying loyalty to BSU. Congratulations, Bulldogs, black and gold forever. Thank you. Please be seated.
Thank you, Mr. Mitchell. We will close the ceremony today with the singing of the alma mater, followed by the retiring of colors. Please rise and stay and remain standing until the colors have been retired, but first we will sing the alma mater.